Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the PTS Showdown.
Forget
Gandhi
that.
joined by DM.
Have you ever seen In Between Two Ferns?
Yeah.
Or Between Two? That's what we're doing.
Yeah, this is just between two nerds.
Yeah. Sorry about the delay. I was playing Smash Brothers.
Yep. One of the production boys brought it in, and DM had to assert his dominance over Bart.
Why did we need my assignment?
Well,
wait,
dominance I put in quotes because look at the way he crosses his legs.
Exactly,
right?
and I'm still dominant. How embarrassing is that?
So coming up next, we do have Team Dignitas, brand new team here. Dignitas, new year, new region.
And Nas, we've seen them.
No.
No.
New year, new region, bro. We're going to go ahead and get ready to hop into the Picks of Bands phase here. And on the other side is actually Team Panthera?
Panthera, I think, is how they're pronouncing it. That's
How
going to be.
How are they pronouncing it?
That's going to be Iraffer, Ninja Demi, Adapting, Emelito, and Optics.
Now, word on the street is that this team is actually one of the best, if not the best European team as it stands right now. So there is a lot of hype surrounding these guys. And looking at the team, I mean, Iraffer's got a big transition from last year, right? Last year he found himself in the jungle. This year I believe he finds himself in the support.
Right, that's true.
Yeah.
I always talk about this when people say, what role should I play in ranked if I want to win? And I say, honestly, support is your best bet because you can carry a bad jungler, you can carry a bad mid, you can never carry a bad support. It's just not something you can do.
Yes. Yeah.
And
I think jungle for ranked players, though, is kind of like...
Is that Osiris? Did Osiris make it through?
He made it through. I mean, yeah, he's got a slight nerf, but... the big thing about Osiris, yeah, it's very, very slight. The big thing about Osiris isn't his attack chain, it's his 3. His tether is just insane. It's arguably the best move in Smite.
Okay.
You think so?
I think
I don't know what
it's
else
one of them. I always give it to Waxing Moon.
Waxing Moon, really?
Waxing Moon, I'm a monster.
Okay. Yeah, I'm a monster.
Intoxicate.
Really okay.
Right now, Share the Love.
Okay.
Share the Love is up there, but honestly,
Ooh.
Osiris. Whoa!
I love this. Okay, so we're gonna catch everyone up to speed.
I'm not
here.
with it. I'm not
I don't
with
like it. Yeah,
no.
We'll catch him up to speed. So Osiris gets locked in. Option over here to Team Dignitas. X-Ball, very, very strong right now in the late
game. and
game.
Shibalanke, what got banned?
What got banned is... oh, my God. Are you kidding me? Ymir and Gab?
Come on.
That's Europe.
Where is Athena? Athena's the top support.
Athena is the only support in my eyes.
I like Wukong, too.
Yeah,
like
Wukong, I want to see Wukong shine more than anything. But I just haven't seen it yet.
You think this is going to be Herc support Arachne jungle? You think he's going to pull a Kiki, bring Arachne mid?
I don't think anyone's going to bring Arachne mid after yesterday. Ares is going to go ahead and get locked in for variety here. So already looking at Team Dig has a very, very strong composition. On the other side, though, we might see the Bruiser duo lane, right? Like this is like the week 1 of PTS, right? Where Osiris was getting brought in there. Might see him.
Have you seen Osiris Herc, Heavy Hammer,
Osiris
Mannequin
Herc?
Scepter?
Yeah, oh, that item. Oh,
I'm glad Gandhi was here for that. Gandhi missed a lot of the great stuff like Motivate.
God,
I love Motivate. But Mannequin Scepter will go down in history as like Dementor's Doll and Motivate, like that item that just made people go, I'm not playing Smite today.
I'm a part of it.
Yeah, welcome.
So, Bois being banned. Okay.
I like that. I think the character's okay right now.
I think he was always okay. I think the big thing is we didn't see him get played at Worlds was because Captain Twig didn't want to bring him mid. Right? Like that was really it. If Captain Twig ever goes into the solo lane, you can believe that he's always going to be banned. Agni getting banned out, fantastic choice. Obviously, looking at it, Team Dig does need a mid, and Agni is a very, very safe mid.
Right side here, option over to the new Dignitas roster where option belongs to Shadow Nightmare. Now, this to me seems like it should be the mid pick.
Maybe?
It could be a solo, but why wouldn't you pick Janus here?
You should pick Giannis here.
Yeah.
Giannis would be the option of it unless they have something else. And Poseidon, that now is going to give them a very, very strong presence in the first 10 minutes, which is going to synergize pretty well with Al Guang. His attack chain is very gnarly, and Ares with the pulls.
Oh, Nua.
And so Nua we saw played earlier by Team Beer. Granted, they were completely outclassed.
Yeah, let's be serious. That roster was not fair.
No. That matchup wasn't fair at all. But Nua, seeing since the game has now changed to like actually you can't lose it before like 20 minutes, or you have that option. Nuwa is viable. That's going to be a Rama locked in as well. Rama, I haven't even looked at Rama.
He's good. I mean, he's not as good as he was, but he's still very good.
He's no Uller.
This should have been Cupid.
Or Uller.
I see. I don't think that Uller's on the same level as Cupid.
I
know. I see Uller is definitely stronger than I'm rating him, but I mean, without the ultimate burst damage that a character would need, I mean, Cupid brings Fields of Love to the table.
No, I agree. I when you look at the kits, for me, when I look at it, it's like Uller, okay, stance, God, you have a stun, you have a leap, you have a bunch of damage, you have good clear. As long as you play it right, it's okay.
We're going to see a Nox hover here. No,
yes,
I'm going to switch that over to Tier.
That's the play.
Tier is correct.
Tier is the play. Right now, Tier is in a category of his own when in regards of the solo lane, in my opinion.
You think he's better than Osiris?
I think he's better than Osiris.
You're crazy.
I don't.
Someone, I need you to call a hotline. Gandhi has lost his mind.
Listen, man, maybe it's just because I get the majority of my information from Divios. But...
Divios is like, Hades in Tier. Like, Hades in Tier.
Divios is like, Hades viable, Scott. And I'm like, dude. No, he's not. And then he destroyed complexity with it.
To be fair, Arachne went mid in that game. I'm not giving that one away.
Yeah, but you know what? Your man Cyclone spin.
Did not. Well, to be fair, again.
Look.
You picked Shibalanke into Hades.
And again, X-Ball is one of his main gods right now in the solo lane. So
but you can't pick it against Hades. Hades has too much clear.
You can't pick anything against Hades right now.
You know what's crazy?
I
don't think the god's bad, but like, who do you pick against Hades?
Tier. Tier destroys mages.
Yeah, I mean, well, Tier
destroys
anyone that can
mages.
push him out from immediately detonating that blight, I think it's going to be strong. Characters like Hercules will be good. I actually think Hades has a decent matchup against Osiris.
He does. I was just thinking about it in my head. Like, Osiris would have to go Hand of the Gods,
or he could just lose gold. I think I'd rather lose gold.
Maybe.
But his Tier 1 pressure is incredible. But Hades is not in this game. Osiris is. He's going to be going up against Variety's Tier now. Going into this game, Variety is a player for me that I have my spotlight on. Not in a positive way either. I think he was, I would say, one of the weakest players in the SPL. For North America and Europe, I would say he was in the weakest 5.
Okay.
And for this season, if he's going to be on a roster that has the Dignitas sign in front of it, I got to see a bigger God pool. I have to see better builds. I have to see actives coming out at the right times. I want to see more from him.
Yeah, that's fair. Now, when we take a look over at Panthera, that is going to be iRaffer playing Hercules, a.k.a. in the support lane, which is going to be big. How that's going to work is they're going to be looking for as many pulls as possible.
Yeah, I like this, honestly. Hercules support right now is in a great spot. Taking a look at his build, he actually has gone into Death's Toll.
What?
What you seeing, Gandhi?
I haven't seen this start before.
Oh, the split
Nuwa
camps?
is actually tanking the damage of the Wraith so they can get back in range. So then finally Herc's going to get that. They pass that off. That's not going to be close enough to... I mean, she's probably going to be a couple minions.
Wait a sec. Did
anyways.
Shadow Nightmare take Tidal Surge at level 1?
Did he?
Why would you do that? How very curious. I guess it does do a little bit more damage, yes?
Tidal Surge? A smidge, but...
I think
10
in the
more
sense
damage?
of
clear.
Yeah, I mean, that's very, very awkward. Even so, it looks like he was able to get a lot of it and did a lot of damage there.
It looks like we got a pause coming up here, guys. We're going to hop to a quick little break as we get that sorted, so stay tuned. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It is time to hop into the match. Panthera taking on Team Dig. We've seen the roster, taking a look at it. That is going to be a Hercules support. He is going to be paired with Osiris. Now, this is something we saw in Week 1 of PTS, but with Hunters getting that kind of buff in Week 2 of the PTS, we've seen more traditional lanes.
So we're also going to see, it looks like, Rama go over to the solo lane to try to handle the tier. Actually, not a bad matchup for Rama. Good space control, can whittle down. Don't expect many kills to happen in that lane.
Yeah, there shouldn't be much at all, unless there is a gank, which Ao Guang looks to be going over there as well. But fortunately for Rama does have the dash, but he's going to get caught here. This might be first blood. They have what it takes. They have the explosion. He's trying to dodge. Ninja Demi doing the best he can. He's in the creeps. The creeps doing a good job. He's got the roll. Great play out of Ninja Demi to stay alive there. But on the left side, Emilito will be getting first blood.
That's right. Osiris, by many considered the best hunter in the game right now. Even with Cupid, Shibalanke, Uller has a ton of damage potential, great slow opportunities. Curious to see him go into Death's Toll here instead of Heavy Hammer, especially going up against characters like Ares who have no slow immunity. But even so, a pretty strong start coming out from Panthera as they do take first blood.
Well, Arachne's got the rotation. She's just going to go and kind of pressure the mid lane here.
Anything.
So, really,
Does he not
junglers
spot
have kind
that?
of found the... Huh?
He didn't spot it.
Yeah.
I can't believe
This could be a big counter gank here. Optics threw it out there. Arachne's got the slow, but no real kill potential at all.
Took too long.
So my big question here is how Optics plans on making Nuwa viable anytime before 15 minutes.
Honestly, yeah, without the pen boots, her ult's not going to do a lot of damage. Realistically, Poseidon not going to put himself in too terrible a position to where he's going to get comboed by the minions. This is a pretty safe pick, honestly, the Poseidon. Not really sure why Nuwa was picked. All I can say, though, is I'm glad to see Optics back in mid. He did not fare well in solo at Regionals.
Agreed. Optics definitely... I think he finds home in the mid lane, right?
Yeah.
He's just going to sit here and shove. Now, what Nuwa, even though, we're kind of being hard on Nuwa, regardless, she still has a huge burst potential. If she catches you with good positioning in the jungle with clay soldiers and shiny metal, it is going to be half your health.
Yeah, that's true.
At any point in the game. And Ninja Dimmy actually taking out Variety, something we did not see happening. Kraken's going to hit in the mid lane. There, down goes Adapting as well. And this is just kill on kill. I'm so used to today just being slow.
I can't say I'm too surprised. Arachne, I don't think is a super strong character. And when you have a proper team setup, it's really very difficult to have Arachne function well. Right side camp's going to go to red there. Left side are going to get contested here. We could see Driving Strike, Hand of the Gods. Let's see what he goes for. Yeah, it will be uncontested, so he doesn't need to use anything crazy.
Yeah, I hope he doesn't use Hand of the Gods here. There's no real need to.
I thought we were going to see Poseidon come in.
He had the ability to, right? But
Yeah, he let it go.
each side going to their respected team. Left side going to Panthera, right side going to Team Dig, and now they're just going to kind of push us out. Now, Raffer, he's going all the way over here. Now, keep in mind, he is going to be the support, so he's just going to walk over there, notice that the Harpies aren't going to be there, and he could possibly go all the way to solo, but he's just going to go ahead and head back. And what's his plan to build, right? Like, Hercules' support is like, I guess reinforce Greaves?
Health and defense. I mean, Warrior Tabby still is viable. I mean, reinforce Greaves does well as well. I mean, I don't think there's a correct choice here. Honestly, I think Talaria would be his best bet. The movement speed to get him in position to line up those pulls, I think, is more important than the small amount of defense that he'll get.
Frostyak coming on the flank side here. Emilito, he's got the tether down. Sickle's going to hit. Does he have his ultimate? He does, but he is going to be able to get out as well. Boulder's going to come in, doing a decent amount of damage. Frostyak going to push him forward. He's got the execute. That's going to be a big kill for him.
Like, seriously, who was banned? I mean, I saw the bans, and who were the bans? Looks like we have an invite. I'm very excited.
Yeah, turn up. What was the bans? It was Thor, right?
Geb.
Oh, Geb Ymir.
Yeah,
driving strike to the face in the minion range. X-Ball has to be careful.
Well, the boulder's not up right there, right? So he's not too pushed out. Shibalanke, remember, did not get the last kill. That passive is very hard to stack up, getting 5 damage for each kill that he personally earns, up to 6. So a 30 damage swing, and then remember, up to 50 damage gained for his in-hands for leveling bolas. So he has an 80 damage increase just in his kit outright, not to mention increased auto attacks. Range, rather.
Yeah, Rama now going to go ahead and rotate back here. He's going to get the blue buff. Now, keep in mind, in the new meta, in the new map, I guess I should say, that we have the purple buff on the side of the duo. So hunters who are very mana hungry in order to clear the wave, they don't have that blue buff. So sticking Rama in the solo lane, you can kind of see the train of thought there, at least.
Not to mention increasing the auto attack speed and damage from Osiris. Yeah. Not a bad call.
Not a bad call. I mean, the other option is, like, spend 300 gold on teleport early, and get it, and then go over there, right? But even so, I think you would still miss a couple minions even with that, which is scary.
Variety is getting slammed in this lane right now. It looks like Ninja Dimi, who I think everyone kind of expected to control the lane early on, has had just a massive effect on this lane. Variety can't really use Fearless here, otherwise he puts himself in a position to take a lot of damage. Oh, Ninja Dimi letting this just happen? Where is he going?
Yeah, doesn't want it, man.
Perhaps he saw the possible rotation in the jungle, not keeping his own timers. Then that means because we're going to have the respawns in the mid camps. He should have spotted that tier. Gonna back there. No teleport, in fact, has built into Blink 3, which means he's not going to have the ability to get back to lane quickly.
Interesting. Very, very interesting going into the Blink 3 there. Now, obviously, smaller cooldown. Tiers love getting it, but was it a lot of money spent on active?
Oh, beautiful play
yes,
on the left side. Emilito able to chase Youngbei down, get the stun. He doesn't have any slows there. That's where the heavy hammer tends to come into better play. Emilito, what in the...
He's coming in hot.
Oh, he got that.
Frezzy's going to get him, though.
Very
and
dead,
Frostyak's just going to catch the tail end of that. Nuwa hits the rotation. Arachne a little slow. She might be coming on the right side. She's not going to be able to find anyone, though. So
honestly, not a bad play. I think that was a great call.
That's Gold Fury.
It could be. Let's see what happens here. Kraken is online. Shadow Nightmare getting pushed out by Raffer, but there's a 2-level disparity as we see Ao Kwang trying to make his rotation in, adapting,
Kraken.
throwing the damage there. There's the Kraken. They're going to lose one, but Dig takes the gold. No, they're not going to lose the one. Adapting still alive. Dragon Call going to be thrown down here. Does it hit? He's alive.
Yeah, it barely missed there. Adapting's going to get the lifesteal as well. Team Dig with the nice steal there all over Panthera, which is going to definitely help them out. So this wasn't even match. You can kind of see the gold. Only 1,000. The only thing that's separating them is actually that. And now Tier's got to blink in. He's got one down. Goes Ninja Dimmy. And Optics trying to do it. Can he be able to get? He can't get the last hit. He doesn't have ultimate either. Fire Shards would have been perfect in that scenario.
I still don't understand how Dignitas was able to take that Gold Fury. That is a massive misplay coming out from
man.
Raffer.
Krakens are the future. I love Poseidon. You know how I get down with Poseidon.
I see. I've been around for too long, man. I'm sick of looking at his face.
Yeah.
It's been too long.
Dude, but he's so good.
Right now in the current meta, he's very good, especially in the mid lane.
Even in like Clash of the Titans, he's good.
Can you not do that right now? I'm doing other. Oh, Raffer. Buddy missing a big shot there. Emilito taking a lot of damage himself as we're going to see Youngbei go for it. He's going to miss a few shots there. Uses the ult. Not going to find it. Adapting rotates in as Frezzy tries to get out of there as fast as possible. Raffer trying to make the push in, but no. It looks like Frostyak's going to rotate. What you doing?
Yeah, no.
You're being crazy.
I thought Frostyak was really looking for that. There was almost no way he was going to get away with that. Ninja Dimmy stuck underneath the tower. He's going to go ahead and force this one out as Tier's going to kind of wander around. The one thing I want everyone to kind of pay attention to as we're casting these show matches, and this is the last one, is the ward placements, right? It's still very, very early. We're probably going to see the meta of where to place wards, especially in the solo and the mid lane, change.
Right.
And I just don't know where it is.
I think for mid, we'll probably remain in the hot spots, right around the Harpies. I mean, honestly, I don't think much will change there. But for solo, you can see that ward all the way on the right side of your map. I mean, that I think is going to be a very common ward in this season.
Yeah?
Yes.
Right behind the Fire Giant?
Yeah. I mean, it covers in multiple pushes. It makes sure that you can cover in the mid. It covers in the bottom side as well if they try to run all the way down. And then by placing the other ward there, they would have to run through the Fire Giant Cave, which is an awkward rotation. But right side, we are going to see some defense. No, it looks like Arachne is going to back off. Free camps on right, going to be going to red. Left side, blue on the contest here. I don't know if they're going to have the manpower to do this, but it looks like they're going to keep Poseidon out for now.
Yeah, Poseidon just really the Dreadbeard Poseidon skin is fantastic. By the way,
stupid flopping around shot.
It's so good.
Nonsense.
Man, all the new skins are just like I'm just like, oh, please go live. I want to just play Dreadbeard. I want to show off to all my
friends. Did you get your skins on the PTS with the codes?
Huh?
Did you get your PTS codes?
No.
Where you had to put the Primal Huntress and then 1 to 1,000.
Oh.
I hope you were one of the 1,000 people.
No.
Shoutouts to Increased Santans.
Who's that?
667. No one ever guesses it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice,
well,
nice,
now,
nice.
Oh crap!
Look at you.
Up.
Yeah, you done screwed up.
I'll go
YouTube.
I'll go with minor Santans.
Yeah.
No one will catch it now.
Yeah. YouTube clipped. Posted on Reddit.
Frostiak, he is spotted here, and he's going to notice that as he's fighting babies. The babies go down there. Adapting level 10 right now. Doesn't have the greatest amount of pressure. 0-1. About 500 gold behind right now, even though Panthera, realistically, it should be farther. With 2 kills, 2 assists, and a Gold Fury to his name, I would have liked to see a little bit stronger of a play coming out from Ao Kwang.
Yeah.
Better farm.
That's the problem, right, with Arachne, is if a team has good teamwork and good peel and a decent amount of CC, Arachne really can't do much.
Yeah.
Like, I understand, like, Weekend loves Arachne because Weekend is a player who loves the single target assassins, right?
Right.
Like, he wants to just play one-on-one, let's go.
Serket, yeah.
Like
Kali.
Serket, Kali. But for most junglers, it's definitely interesting to play. Like, I'd be very surprised if we ever see, like, Andinster running at Arachne.
I would be very surprised indeed. Yeah.
Yeah.
That just doesn't seem to suit. Andy likes to try to control fights. Characters like Humbots, characters like Thor.
Yep.
Frostyak rotating to mid lane does some decent damage, controls the wave, makes sure no experience is lost. There will be a loss of gold there. But speaking of gold, 30 seconds until the respawn of the Gold Fury, as it looks like iRaffer will take back the vision control. Kraken going off in the mid lane here, adapting, not in a wonderful position, but manages to dodge the Kraken outright. That's going to give a lot of pressure to the Gold Fury. I think Shadow Nightmare was looking for a pick there, but he does not find it.
Yeah, he wasn't able to get it. And Poseidon, when you look at it, I mean, he's 1-0-1. Oh. He's a bunch of gold ahead of Nuwa. And Nuwa finally just getting Book of Thoth.
They're waiting for the Gold Fury here. No, it doesn't look like they're going to get it on respawn. I thought we were going to watch them watch the dance happen with the Gold Fury not coming down for like 8 more seconds. And you just sit there like, please, just come down. I love you.
I need you, babe. But you kind of would expect, I mean, when you look at, I mean, he's got the Trident online. So Trident is going to proc on every single one, or Trident will proc now on every single one with the spear. So in lane, in theory, he should be dumpstering Nuwa.
Right, I mean,
that pressure,
Nuwa has no movement speed aside from her fog, which is extremely minor. Gold Fury ward vision given back, it looks like, to Team Dignitas, thanks to Frezzy's rotation. Right side camps looks like get taken by Alkwang. Left side camps being contested.
Raffer now just really trying to zone this one out. He knows Ares is going to be there. Ares doesn't have blink, so he doesn't have to worry about him jumping in like that. He's just going to kind of see Ares with his big shield, but Emilito could be in a lot of trouble. Young Bay hits his ultimate. The hunt is on, and there is no follow-up at all. Ult is going to be down as Frezzy's going to hit 2 chains, make it 3. Raffer, look at his health. That's a Hercules just getting depleted, but there is no follow-up, but it's a good zone nonetheless.
A lot of damage coming through on the top side, as well as Frostyak trying to box out, adapting, and doesn't gain much. Venomous Bite proving to be a little bit too effective, as adapting is going super hard on the left side. He's trying to do some damage here. Not a good play. Oh, and was there no ultimate for Frostyak? No, it is on cooldown.
Yep, on cooldown. Young Bay's turn his gaze. He wants Raffer. Raffer forced all the way out. Optics is going to go into his ultimate. Is he going to be able to get a kill? He's not. Variety finds one. He turns around. He will find Optics as well. He's got those little spiders, though. They slow him down. They're so annoying to deal with. But he isn't able to take out Optics. Optics was in quite the unusual spot. And now Emilito says it is my turn to fight. Hits him with the sickle. Jumps in. Misses. Frezzy's going to stay alive for just a little bit. He's got the
He can't body block Osiris. Not to mention his passive is up, which you can walk through it. His attacks are AoE, which means you're just taking extra damage. I mean, that was completely made right there for Emilito.
I keep wanting to say "Fear No Escape" because the Hunbats had Ares game earlier.
So jumping in here, it looks like Young Bay going to trade some damage back to Emilito. Emilito taking huge damage there. The Branching Bowl is doing a lot more work than I think he expected, and Emilito will be forced back.
And we're finally at that point now. So we haven't had a good showing of Xbalanque yet.
Right.
And
it
now
was always going up against Hades or getting bodied in lane.
Yeah, so this is 15 minutes was kind of where you needed Xbalanque to get, and the game needed to be around even to where you start to see him come online just a little bit.
And he doesn't even have stacks yet.
Yeah, and this is kind of the game. So you're seeing the short bow here. This is going to go right into Ichable. And as soon as, well, that's on Rama, excuse me, but on the other side here.
Oh, Variety. Variety's in a lot of trouble here. Actually forced to use his ultimate away. This should be a rotation to the Gold Fury. This would be a free pickup right now for Panthera. They have to make the call for it, though.
I don't know if they will.
Nah,
there's no way they can do it.
They could have before. Now, hard.
I mean, adapting was in, like, right field chilling with Ninja Dimmy.
Could have rotated. Could have rotated.
He could have.
I mean, don't forget, Tyr doesn't have teleport.
That's interesting, right? Tyr has blink and hand. I think the play with Tyr is blink teleport.
See, for me, blink, hand, and teleport. That's a pick one. I don't think you can have all. I don't think you can have 2 of the 3. It just makes you a little bit too squishy in the end game. I can see the argument for teleport and blink, but without a defensive active, it just puts you in a spot where you're too squishy. They're not going to focus down the Ares, right? I mean, weakening curse, hand of the gods, bolster
The
defenses.
play might be teleport and shell.
I could see that. I would love that. I love shell.
That might be the play.
Frezzy's in trouble here. 2 people on no escape. He's not getting through that one. In fact, Youngbay going to take a hit in the back line. Kind of a misplay by him there, considering that boulder should not have taken damage, to him at least.
Well, you can see the pings happening. Tier rotates into the mid lane. Poseidon forced all the way out. Frostyak, he's got to be careful here. Those mid harps are going to spawn. He's going to just quickly go over to the right side, but his teammates already cleaned that up. So full disengage here coming out from Team Dig. Playing very, very cautiously. Here comes a Kraken. Raffer goes down. Shadow Nightmare getting 1 kill. The tether's out. He's got the help from Optics on the side. Variety's health depletes, and Frostyk's going to be right in the front line. He's going to go invisible. That's terrifying. He's got the execute. Up he goes. He's going to eat 1, looking for a second one.
Well, Variety will heal up a little bit. It looks like he's actually attempting to back. No, he can't do that. 4 people still remain on the red side as Panthera looks to try to continue pressuring towards the side of the Gold Fury. Adapting, not in a great spot here. Should not be pressuring this. But nice dodge on the darts there.
Yeah, those darts.
Good bait.
A lot of people don't realize how annoying those dart slows are. They are just crippling.
Frezzy in some trouble here. Did miss his change. Flame's not doing a lot of damage. Adapting, rotating in, but he's waffling. That was not a good call. If he had just ran in directly earlier, that probably would have been a kill, but he kind of waffled in the mid-range, taking 2 extra hits and not dealing that 2 extra hits of damage himself.
Oh, great job by Raffer, zoning out, protecting Optics, getting the peel. That might be a dead out long. That is a great water illusion, though.
You know, we have to see more people blowing it up. It has to be used. I mean, that was free damage. You would have put it on cooldown sooner. Now it's going to be longer until you have that activation teleport. I mean, it's putting him in an awkward position, and now he's going to be forced to back.
Surprisingly, hey, so DM, go ahead and look at the actives here for Panthera and tell me what sticks out to you. Go ahead.
Shell boys.
Huh?
Shell?
Yeah, Shell.
Love
now,
the
what
Shell.
else? You're going against a Poseidon. What's wrong?
Sprint.
No Aegis on anyone.
Oh, indeed. But, you know, Aegis is not a good ability anymore. I mean, it's definitely
like
my recommendation that nobody builds it.
It's still like a necessity going against a Poseidon.
It's not. I mean, realistically, we should have a Heavenly Agility. Heavenly Agility beats it. AoE team slow immunity, run right out of it, reinitiate afterwards.
I can see it.
I like Heavenly here. And in fact, that should be Optics' second build up here. That needs to be a Heavenly Agility. And Youngbay, for the love of God, brother, you gotta build actives. Please, I love you.
You gotta get Sprint. If you're playing the Hunter role, Sprint 3 is your best friend.
Right, exactly. We see one right here on, I almost said Ataraxia, excuse me, Ninja Demi from the solo lane. Yeah.
See, what's messing me up is Ninja Demi. It's the Rama in the solo lane. I'm just like, oh yeah, he's the dual lane. The new meta is going to be very, very interesting to follow. But yeah, Sprint 3 is definitely going to be a must. You can see the Sprint 2 coming out there on Xbalanque. But the one thing I've noticed is how Optics has played throughout this entire game, right? Everyone knows Nua very, 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 very slow to start off right out the gate. So now he's playing very, very passive. And now, he's at that point now where he's starting to get online. Level 17, you really got to wait till level 20, though.
Well, Book of Thoth is online. That's a huge burst of damage. He has that shard coming online, Obsidian shard coming soon. Only need 550 gold in hand, I'm pretty sure, to finish that up.
Yep. So, Power Boots into what's going to be Winged Blade here for the support Hercules, for those of you at home wanting to try that in the current PTS. It seems to be working out okay. He's 0-2-2. He's been around everywhere. I think Traveler's Shoes might have been the better option, though, DM. I think you were right with that.
He's still doing a decent amount of damage, though, and honestly, given the fact that early game Nua is not going to put out too much, this could help. Emilito could be in some trouble. Raffer rotates in, but both of them will take some damage. This could be a Gold Fury attempt off this, considering the rotations here, and it looks like Panthera is going to recognize that.
Yep, Adapting's going to be there as well. So is Optics, trailing on the backside, Ninja Demi. Now Tier, here it comes. Now this is very standard to the European meta. It is a dance around the Gold Fury. Chain 1 hits, chain 2 hits, chain 3 hits. No escape's going to be there as well. Kraken in the backside. Tier gets 1. Down goes Raffer. Optics has to disengage.
Wow.
This should be a Gold Fury.
Both supports fell so quickly. Frostiak, it looks like, is going to get spotted out by a pincer attack, and he's going to take his opportunity to leave as quickly as possible. We have a 1 Gold Fury objective done. We have, it looks like, 2 towers down as adapting, trying to get to the back line. Frostiak's going to get exploded here as to the skies. We're going to see Rama, completely drop that one. But Variety shouldn't have too great of an escape here. That should be Gold Fury. Maybe a tier 2, actually. They're throwing the Nuon minions in there.
Tier 2's good.
That was a little bit too early for me. I probably would have waited for Emilito to rotate in first, but they still get it, in fact, flawlessly. So maybe their timing was perfect. In fact, they're going to turn their sights now to the Gold Fury, and with Raffer respawning before Frezzy just barely, this could be their opportunity to extend their gold lead even farther.
Yeah, the big thing here is that Shadow Nightmare and Frostiak are down. They don't have to deal with a lot of burst at all, and they don't have to worry about Ao Guang gobbling them up. So this is huge. So as you take a look at the charts here, 4,800 XP, 3,000 gold difference. Panthera looking good.
You know, they've actually held the lead the entire time, aside from when they lost the first Gold Fury, they lost their gold. Experience differences always belong to them. Raffer right now on support doing a great job, level 12 compared to Frezzy, despite the fact that he has died 3 times, keeping even in gold. Taking a look at the Hunters, Youngbei behind by 1,200. Taking a look at Variety right now, behind by, very close to 2K at this point. It's looking to be about 1,700 gold. Variety, again, looking like not the strongest player in this lane.
Yeah, and Shablanka here, she's got the Transcendence, she's got the Aussie, but I don't know what his plan is next. Executioner?
Do you think Shibalanke is a girl?
No, I
All
just
right.
wanted to say she.
Okay. Balanke?
Yeah, she Belanke.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah, that's kind of like the thought process
That would have
behind
been
it.
fun.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying it's easier. Just like Moji is better as Mogi, because Mogi, the Jungle Book animated movie, was fantastic.
Everyone was blasting you, and I said on stream yesterday, I'm like, her original name was actually Magi.
Oh,
People just started calling her Mogi.
yeah. So, well, to be honest, if people want their name said right, they should submit pronunciation chart.
Okay.
I've been saying that since like 2008.
I always ask people, like, what do you want to be called? They're like, I don't care anymore.
Yeah, no
Just
one
call me
cares.
Zeros.
It's the fans who care. I'm like, yeah, Mogi's 1,000 times cooler.
Oh, I disagree. I like Moji.
Oh, you're high.
Am I?
Come
Interesting.
on. Dude, Mogi was awesome in the Jungle Book.
I don't care about the Jungle Book.
Oh, you should.
Game. Listen to me. Shout us to video games.
Okay, whatever. Ares a little bit caught
Except
off
for
guard
Halo.
here. I thought he was actually going to get knocked up there by Hercules, but not at all. And now, as we see, Emilito and Optics just shoving down this lane.
What are you going to do, man? I mean, Shibalanke's weakness is clear, and when you're getting pushed down, Optics tanking this up, which is actually not a bad call. He can reset it at his whim there to the creeps, which will be good. The tower's going down. Still 1 creep remains. It looks like they're going to get this one. Youngbei could even be forced away here. Again, perfect dive on the left side, but we're going to check to the right here. Raffer's going to go down. Shadow Nightmare will escape as it looks like Youngbei has committed himself to safety.
That's vision on him. That's perfect by Ninja Dimmy. Ninja Dimmy takes to the skies with the Astral Barrage.
You know he's
and
feeling
clears
himself
him
on
out.
that one.
Huh?
That he was feeling himself on that play. That was a sick play.
Well, it was
Oh, are they going
perfect
for the
synergy
Phoenix
with
here?
Nuwa
These guys
as well.
crazy?
Oh no, they're definitely crazy. You got the minions coming out from Optics. Oh god,
Focus
adapted.
it
You gotta
down.
go. You gotta go. Get
Focus
the
it
Nightcrawler.
down.
Nice. Get out of there.
You got to
Optics.
choose one or the other. Everyone has to disengage or everyone has to fight. And now, poor Emilito.
Look at him.
Frostiak,
He's
pick
not
one.
getting it.
Wait.
Oh.
Why
Oh,
did he
Variety
miss?
missed everything there.
Oh,
Optics
my
with the
Lord.
jukes. He's got a new pair of shoes.
Emilito will go down right there, but everyone's looking at Frostiak with, I think, remaining bated breath. I mean, where was the ultimate? He was in range.
I don't know, man. That's not a question for me.
Phoenix remains. The opponent's attacking the Phoenix remains. Somehow Frostiak remains.
This game's awesome.
I have no idea what's going on.
This is one of those games where you just watch and you sit back and go, 5,000 gold difference, okay. A bunch of experience difference, okay. Either team can win.
Yeah.
Right? Like, there's nothing right now that's telling me, like, oh, this lead means that Panthera is going to win this game. Not at all. I mean, it's 10-10. It's even. The fights have been even. And really, at this point in the game, 25 minutes on, if you as a team commit to something really
Variety, come on, guy.
dumb,
Well,
you're going to lose.
Variety just blinked into Hercules.
Dude, I get it.
I mean, maybe he's going for the Magi's?
Maybe going for Magi's. I mean, Greater Blink is on a much quicker cooldown, just trying to bait something out there if he gets something else. But I mean, he had no teammates there at all. So.
The issue is that if he gets that, then his Blink comes up at the same time as hi-rez's Magi's. Plus, hi-rez with that could have just turned around and driving striked him into the wall and traded the Magi's out.
Yep.
There was no victory condition there for Variety. Actually, right there, he almost did it. They almost traded it out. Raffer should have done it the other way.
So Tyr actually going to go ahead and head back to the house here. He's got the Witchblade, he's got the Wingblade, he's got the Magi's. I wouldn't be surprised to start seeing maybe a Heart Ward Amulet just for the extra 300 health, which makes Tyr damn near unkillable, but we could also see her Spirit Robe.
Right,
Spirit Robe also a great item.
The issue here is that he has boots that don't give him damage. Those are attack speed boots.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the attack speed today.
He has, 35 points of damage here total in his build at 26 minutes.
Yeah.
A little bit more attack speed coming out from Witchblade and Wingblade. Like, maybe he knows something about Tyr that I don't, but as of right now, he has put himself in a position where he is not dangerous. He's tickling him at this point.
Yeah, he's basically hitting him with a slap fight.
For the rest of the game, I'm calling Variety the Tickle Monster.
Oh, there you go. I see it. Puppeteer, Tickle Monster. New skin, confirmed. Osiris going to go ahead and zone him out.
Could you imagine a Tickle Monster Tyr skin? I'd buy it. Like, I'd buy the hell out of that.
I don't even. It'd be awful.
When he hits you with the fearless, he goes, right?
Divios would like that too much.
Yeah, he really
would.
Gold Fury going to Panthera.
Panthera secures it up there. Raffer just trying to zone. He wants a pick, right? But the good thing about Team Dignitas is you can see that they have well-established lines of defense. You have the Ares in the front. You put Variety there as well, and that kind of gives Poseidon and Frostiac time to kind of get in there and hit him with all the burst.
So Fire Giant's still available. No one has taken it yet. 2 Gold Furies right now for the boys on Panthera. The one that they did lose was actually a steal, which was masterfully crafted as well. Frezzy missing the second chain here as they rush forward. No chains for Ares here as Variety goes in. It looks like Demi will just beads out and try to run away. Surprising no boulder in that cavern. That could have did some serious damage.
Yeah, I think he kind of looked at it as there was no follow-up, so hold on to the ultimate. I get it.
Emilito's still pressuring this Phoenix. Jeez.
Dude, so is Optics, man. These guys are running around like Bonnie and Clyde in the jungle. They found one. Don't have enough to take out Frosty. But, oh, God, there comes Hercules on the backside.
Trouble.
He went invisible.
Bye-bye.
And down he goes. Optics gets the killing spree. And now the siege in the middle Phoenix happens. If they get another kill, look to see them go directly to Fire Giant. If they wipe them all, it could be game.
Well, all 4 ults still remain here as Variety tries to lead the front line. Raffer going right in here, trying to do some damage to the Phoenix, but he's taking a lot himself. Adapting, not really able to put out much, but Emilito finds a kill onto Frezzy, and that's a lot of their CC right down the hole.
Yeah, Frezzy went for the chains, didn't help him at all. Adapting goes on to the ceiling. He's going to force this one out. It looks like they're going to back, but not before they take this left Phoenix. Dude, Optics has been looking at this Phoenix for hours.
Well, Optics is trying to make the play back like, I take Phoenixes now. I don't just back to the base anymore. He's trying to get the stigma out of there.
Optics, Variety just blowing everything there. He used his tier ultimate, didn't have the follow-up. Optics is going to just go ahead and kind of turn there. You got some minions pushing in on the Titan. This is going to be tough. This is going to be very, very hard for Team Dig to get out of this one. I mean, they have no jungle. They have 1 back Harpies. Congrats. Like, it's going to be very, very difficult for them to
they've been
get out
cleaning
of
this
hole.
out. I think I would have liked to see it adapting back a little bit sooner to get that mana back and fight for Fire Giant. But honestly, I mean, the team is doing incredibly. Hercules Osiris has been next to unstoppable. Despite the fact that they're 5 and 7 overall as a lane, it's still much better than the 2 and 6 that we're seeing out from the other duo. Optics, beautiful 303 right now. Adapting, putting out a ton of damage as 117 as well. And then finally, Ninja Demi with an extreme amount of pressure over Variety at 4-2-4.
Well, look at Osiris now, right? He has a Spirit Robe. And that could be a mystical male. It could be whatever he wants, right? Like, how are you planning on killing Osiris at this stage in the game?
I don't know that you are. I think maybe you're planning just to kill Nuwa.
Your job is to kill Nuwa and then maybe waste a decent amount of resources on adapting Because Ninja Demi's just going to sit in the back and pick at you.
Yeah, this is trouble, and they have a lot of crit chance. Ninja Demi already showing a lack of prowess in terms of tanking the Fire Giant properly, but Emilito baits out long enough for his team. Frostiak finds the kill there. They will trade 1 for FG, and I'm sure they're screaming worth.
Yep. There's going to be Adapting. He's going to get caught. Beats out. Boulder's going to hit. Boulder's going to do a lot of damage.
Bye-bye.
Adapting's got 1. He's looking for the second one. He wants it on Ares. Ninja Demi takes to the sky. Frezzy gets that one. They have Fire Giant. Keep in mind, Optics. He's there for the cut side. He's able to get 1. His eyes are going to turn on the Variety, and he's got to get the second. Kraken's going to do a lot, but not enough, as they are going to continue the siege. Youngbay trying to get Shablanque involved, but Shablanque has been very underwhelming.
All the hype was just killed for me as they were attacking the Phoenix with the tower up. We all do it. We all do it.
I didn't know either. That's really funny. Dude.
So they'll trade out 2 there. They'll gain 3 plus FG. Great trade right there from Panthera. Now, in the previous game, we saw London Conspiracy come in as the underdogs and defeat the top-seeded Titan. And in this case, Panthera coming in and looking like they're going to defeat the second-seeded, I think, overall in this, as Team Dignitas is primed to fall.
Well, it makes sense, man. I've been hearing it a lot throughout the PTS that Panthera is pretty much the team to watch right now in Europe. They have a lot of dedication. They're scrimming. They're doing everything they can.
Well,
they
that's
really
Raffer.
want Season 2. And
Raffer's work ethic is unreal.
Yeah.
The guy just is playing 24/7, and he's never, like, playing to win. I mean, he takes losses just like everyone else, but, man, the dude grinds practice. While we have a little bit of a lull here, Kevin, why don't we check in on the damage done chart? As we see Optics way out in the lead, 25,000. Let's watch the Gold Fury do her ridiculous dance. Can you just come on?
Hey, babe.
Yeah. I can see the new meme coming out. She's going to be her sitting up there with someone with a screenshot. It's going to say, waiting for Bay to get ready.
Yeah. When Bay says she's ready in 5 minutes. Here comes. They secured the Gold Fury, just padding the stats at this point. You can see Ao Guang in the top side pushing the lanes. Emilito goes right into the action, trying to pop that Magi's. The Variety didn't happen. And the middle Phoenix is up. Raffer says, I don't care.
Yeah.
He's like,
he
I
literally
don't care.
took
I don't
nothing.
need
He took nothing from that.
Yeah, nothing at all. So the option here, DM, they push down left lane all the way to the Phoenix. They engage. What does Dig have to do?
Honestly, it's going to come down to if Variety can land the proper CC and force the beads out so that Shadow Nightmare can Kraken effectively. At this stage of the game, they just don't have enough.
Frezzy. Oh, man. Frezzy got a little bit overzealous with that one. Variety's looking for it. Boulder's off. And now Ao Guang all the way in the back. I don't even think they're going to continue to pursue. Shadow Nightmare, no, buddy, you're in a lot of trouble. Here comes the Kraken. It's the bait. Down he goes as well. Shablanque trying to hit the autos, but there's so many people around him. He's forced all the way out. Ninja Demi jumps in there. The boxing match is on. Adapting cleans it up. Variety trying to help his teammates, but it is just too little too late. He's trying to bait him away from the base, but he knows his efforts are not enough. It looks like Panthera will be able to take this show match.
That's right. Variety, a little bit too much damage taken for that build in the early game was forced, or the early parts of that fight, immediately forced back to heal, leaving his team behind. The team gets picked off. Ares gets blown up. Shadow Nightmare again can't find the Kraken, and that's going to be all she wrote for the PTS Showdown.
I got to say, Panthera looks really, really good. I really second-guessed.
Oh, yeah.
I second-guessed every step of the way the Hercules and Osiris in the duo lane.
Oh, I don't, man.
But
I like that.
It really actually seemed to work out okay. But on the flip side, maybe that's a testament to if Shablanque's picked, you run the double warrior just because Shablanque can't get online because of easy farm.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, if you move up as Shablanque against Osiris and Hercules, you're dead.
Yeah.
Like, you will die.
You die there, and even if you're super...
Though I would have liked to see the heavy hammer come out onto Osiris. I understand the amount of healing that you're going to get. It's like 30 per hit if you're hitting all 6 with the death toll. But honestly, the extra slows would have resulted in more kills. I think they gave Youngbay too many opportunities to get kills. The issue is that in the guaranteed kills, the team wasn't feeding them. They were securing it, which is always a good thing to do. But when you have a Shablanque, you need to have him come online. And right there, Youngbay never had the chance.
Yeah, he never had it. I think from this weekend, we've taken away a lot of things. We've seen the new meta. We've seen the new starts. I think it's pretty safe to say that jungle starts are pretty much standard right now. I
Yeah.
don't think there's going to be too much kind of tomfoolery going on with that. But for me, I think we've learned that Poseidon does not belong in the duo lane.
Right.
I think he's a mid laner and a mid laner only. And Nuwa is viable.
I'm going back and forth with it. I don't
Yeah.
think she wasn't not viable. I have her in the same place I had her last season, middle of A tier. She's
Yeah.
good pick. She's a standard pick. She does things well. She does things badly. She's just a safe pick. To me, she's chalk of the mid lane. She doesn't win matchups. She doesn't lose matchups. She clears safely.
She has like the opposite problem of Chalk, though, right? Because
Right.
Chalk is like, oh, I did 50% of your health, and now I'm trying to kill you, right? But like Nuwa's like,
I could kill you if you had a little
got
bit less health.
50%, I'll kill you.
Yeah, exactly.
Uh,
Let's talk a little bit before we go about our I think our standout players.
Okay.
First off, I think London Conspiracy would have been my number one if not for the fact that Ataraxia picked Thanatos in the duo. If that was an actual duo lane instead of nonsense and London Conspiracy still won, I would have said they were the best. In this case, Panthera looks strongest to me.
oh, and just Europe, not
Just
Europe.
Europe, just Europe,
Okay,
just
just Europe. I really think I'm fully behind London Conspiracy.
Okay.
For me, like when I look at this team, I think Suntouch is a great theory crafter. He puts so much time into his stream. He puts so much time into everything.
He's brilliant.
I think he's good. I think he's there. I think when it comes to the meta, if anything shifts, you want someone like Suntouch on your team.
Exactly.
That's the big thing. Like he is a good theory crafter, but Shaggy Shank is just insane.
Oh
me.
yeah.
I think Shaggy Shank on Cupid going against Panthera's duo lane.
What
like
do you do?
Raffer, I think he
Shaggy
does
on
okay.
anyone. The guy doesn't miss.
He doesn't.
It's incredible.
Well, what team was he? I'm trying. With Coast?
Shaggy last year?
Shaggy Shank. Coast?
Coast.
Yeah, he was on Coast.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was there any items you wanted that you saw work out or not work out?
I don't like the Aegis pickups, honestly, right now.
At all?
I really don't see why you would. It puts you in a bad spot, and I think if you're going to build one, it can't be greater. It's got to be pendant. You got to be able to move. I mean, the 20%.
Oh, that's the 2-second one. Okay.
Yeah, the 2%, the 20% damage reduction after Aegis ends isn't good enough to warrant you taking a ton of damage when that Aegis ends. It's like it's going to hurt you too much.
Yep. All right, guys. Well, that's going to do it for us here for this weekend. Make sure you tweet us and let us know what you guys thought of the PTS Showdown. Other than that, take it easy.